Good evening, my Move the Chains audience on this terrific Thirsty Thursday. Can I get a hell yeah, brother? I'm feeling great today. It's almost Friday. Woo! So, as I do every week, my picks. I went 9-5 last week, 98-63 on the year. I am killing it. As I heard from Brett Bubbles from Trailer Park Boys, fucking decent, Ricky decent. All right. So, I went 9-5 last week. Didn't do too bad. Missed some, got some right, got some wrong, like I do every week. I feel like the one I just missed was the Steelers not scoring a touchdown, beating the Ravens, but the Ravens beat themselves. The other one I had was the Jets beating the Colts. God, I was wrong on that. Holy shit. Jets are just a train wreck in itself. And then obviously Seattle beating San Francisco. San Francisco's on a tear, on a weird thing right now. Nick Bosa's out. But this week's different. I'm recording this actually as I always do. The Steelers-Browns game is going on. I did want to pick the Browns tonight. Rivalry game, weather and all that stuff and the elements. But I'm rolling with Pittsburgh. Better team, more momentum. I think they're fighting hard right now. I think it was 7-3 last time I checked, and I'll give my reactions to that tomorrow. But I'm rolling with the Steelers tonight, a kind of a low-scoring kind of game. Physical black and blue, part of that rivalry. Vikings-Bears, I'm rolling with the Vikings on this one. Listen, I know Bears look better on offense, but Minnesota's a better overall football team. And it's going to be a black and blue kind of game in Chicago this weekend, but I'm rolling with the Vikings in that one. Excuse me. Lions in Indianapolis. This is a great game that nobody's really talking about. I know it could be a blowout. It could be close. I've been looking at all the predictions, and mine too. But I'm rolling with the Lions in this spot. I think it's going to be kind of a high-scoring game. Richardson, Steichen, Ben Johnson coordinating. The coach of the Colts, offensive coordinator, and the head coach. And then Ben Johnson of the Lions, the offensive coordinator. Both those teams going at it. Aaron Glenn, how he does against Gus Bradley's defense. But I'm going to roll with the Lions in this spot. A high-scoring game, 34-31, that kind of feel. Patriots-Dolphins, I'm rolling with the Dolphins in this spot. I think the Dolphins are getting hot at the right time. Could go on a late playoff run, could not. But I'm rolling with Miami in this spot. I am intrigued to watch that game for Drake May versus Tua. That measuring stick, see how they match up in the division. Buccaneers-Giants, the Buccaneers need a get-right game. This is a get-right game. I know Tommy Cutlets is back, Giant fans. I get it. Oh, my don, my mamma mia pizzeria. But, great story. Okay quarterback, but I'm rolling with Tampa on that spot in the Big Apple, getting the win against the Giants. One of my against the spread, praising 3 picks this week, Washington versus Dallas. Washington by 10.5. Take that whole thing to the bank. Dallas sucks. They stink. They're awful. I think Jerry might get another stroke on television. God help us. Don't wish that. But I'm rolling with the Commanders in this spot. Best football team in that division. It's not even close. Although, I think Philly's the best one, but Washington's right there behind him. I was just about to say that, so I had to catch myself. Okay, second one I got. I'm going in order here. Kansas City versus Carolina. Take Kansas City, 10.5. Take it all to the bank, like I just mentioned with the Washington thing. Listen, Carolina's been playing a lot better. They're not the Porty Potty Panthers anymore. Okay, they're playing a lot better. They're playing feisty. Bryce Young's getting some momentum. Finally did the Anthony Richardson thing. Take a little bit of break off. Go back in. Kind of observe from afar. See what you need to do better. But I think the Chiefs might win this 32-20. Keep it a little bit close. But I'm going to roll with Kansas City in that one. In Carolina. Take the Kansas City Chiefs minus 10.5. Titans-Texans, another one of my favorite bets of the week. Houston by 7.5. I would take it to the bank too. Titans, listen, they're playing with a lot of fight, but I just don't think they have a lot of players. I still like Will Levis a lot. I was a little bit out on him, but still got a lot of talent there. We'll see if Brian Callahan can unleash that in him. But I'm going to roll with Houston in this spot. Houston's only getting to 7.5, but I think you got to take it more than that. I'm rolling with the Texans in that spot. Okay, coming right down to it. Broncos against the Raiders. Raiders! I'm going to roll with the Raiders in this spot. Listen, I know that it's a rivalry game. I know Denver smoked us the first time. We got revenge because it's in Vegas, in the Raiders Palace. I'm rolling with the Raiders, excuse me. I almost caught myself. Going with the Raiders in this spot. get a dub, tightly contested game, and they beat the Broncos, so they don't have to get a split of the Broncos like we've been doing to the Broncos. The Raiders get a split in that series this year. Take the Raiders. One of my favorite games of the weekend, 49ers-Packers. I'm rolling with the Green Bay in this one. They're at home. Niners don't have Nick Bosa. That's going to be hard. Try and get a pass rush because their front four, that's how their defense works. And when they don't have Nick Bosa, they don't have a great interior guy to push that pocket. They win with their front four in the 49ers. They've done that in the past. That's why they've been so successful. Obviously got into the championship games and Super Bowls. But I'm rolling with Green Bay in this spot. Green Bay gets hot at the right time, and they're continue to get to a playoff push. And Niners are kind of reeling. Cardinals Seahawks, one of my favorite games that isn't talked about this week enough. Cardinals up in Seattle. I'm rolling with the Cardinals in this spot. Listen, I know Geno had that game-winning touchdown last week against the Niners. Niners are kind of reeling. They got a lot of shit going on. They're kind of a slow offense, which is hard to believe because the last couple of years they've just been so fast. But Debo doesn't look the same, and something's off. But I'm going to take Arizona in this spot. They're off a bye week. Kyler's been playing really well. Again, gotta see what happens. But he's playing really well. But I'm going to roll with Arizona in that spot. Eagles-Rams, Sunday Night Football. One of my favorite matchups. Could be an NFC playoff game to me. Eagles in L.A. against the Rams. Rams kind of had a get-right game against New England. Backed in the corner. They did beat the shit out of them. Although New England, Jake May is playing better. He's having his rookie growing pains. But I'm going to go with the Eagles in this spot. I'm going to take a 34-28 kind of game. 35-28 in that ballpark. Last one, the Harbaugh Bowl. The Brother Bowl. I'm going to take the Ravens. I know they played last year with Brandon Staley in L.A. But I just think Lamar, he gets this thing right. He has a get-right game. He's pissed off right now. So I'm going to roll with the Ravens in that one in the Harbaugh Bowl. I think it's going to be relatively low scoring. 23-20. Give me the Ravens. So, that's my picks for the week. As I always say, I'm always right, I'm always wrong. Hopefully I'm on the winning side like I have been lately. I've been killing it and crushing it. But stay tuned throughout the weekend. I got a lot of things I got to say. Like I always say in my videos, hit the like, subscribe, share button. And stay tuned for more content. Hope you guys have a great night.